Have you ever heard of media freedom, Peter?
Yeah, I heard about it.
What does it mean? What does it mean to you?
Uh, it means that like anyone should express himself or herself, like his own ideas. Like if there's something which maybe something is happening, you know, that person like has the free of expression to report or say anything. The community like just to be open without any discrimination, any disturbance. Anyone like should should just express him or herself.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you very much. Do you think that exists in Zambia?
Um. Uh, okay, somehow, but like not everywhere. Just like seem like some are being restricted to express themselves because some, like for example, like they may tell the truth, but there's some who can like stop to tell the truth or just to be open to the society. They know that if we do, if he does this or if they do this, they can expose us. You know, there's some maybe some secrets or this and that. So like somehow yes, but it's not everywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And you just said some messed up. So how do you think, how inclusive is the mainstream media in covering diverse voices, especially the downtrodden, such as in rural areas and the differently abled? By this I mean, if a differently abled person or maybe someone from rural community, do you feel the media gives you enough space for you to air your views?
Uh, the answer is no. Yes, because like people in some in rural areas especially, some because they don't know their maybe some of their roles or the things which they're supposed to do. You know, there's some those who have fear. Like if we do this, maybe they can do that to us. You know, instead of them like to have that freedom of expression or freedom of speech, like they'll be like, "Ah, no, maybe they can do something bad to us." You know? Because those they don't have enough information. Because even some made on radio, it's very difficult for them, you know, to hear things which are happening maybe in society in our country. It's very difficult for them. So for that,
Okay. Thank you very much. And then moving on to freedom of expression, you did mention that some people are afraid to express themselves because of the fear itself, and some have a lot of limitations. This is from alluding to. What other challenges do you feel people face when it comes to freedom of expression?
okay, like my part, especially for persons with disabilities, you know, there are some people have some good ideas. For example, for example, if there is a development in the community, you know, persons with disabilities are not being considered. The reason why, whenever a person with disabilities wants to say something, they're like, "What can you do? You are just disabled." You know, you may find that in the lot of the in the community, persons with disabilities they're being discriminated and stigmatized. Like, no, that was disabled. What can he do? What can she do? You know, your job is just to sit and eat. What can you do in the society? You're just being disabled. They're being laughed at. Like they're being laughed at, such that like they can't feel like they're a member in the society. Some people they even think like committing suicide. You know, because they're being discriminated. They feel like they're not part of the community. I think so. Like such that they're like this and that, they can't feel comfortable. So that's why even they can't express themselves, in the community or on the media because they are being laughed at. So to them, like, it's a very big problem in the society.
Thank you very much, Peter, for that.
Yeah.
You mentioned about discrimination. in the community, differently abled people being discriminated from participating in certain activities because of their disabilities.
Yeah.
How do you think? How do you think that the Cybersecurity Act is impacting the participation of persons who are disabled existing online? Do you feel the act, since the time it was enacted, do you feel it's protecting differently abled people? Perhaps it lacks in certain areas.
Maybe that one is working under in some areas, but not everywhere. Maybe just few parts, but like it's not tackling everywhere, so that people like they can have that security, or just few parts like, but it's not everyone.
So the Cybersecurity Act was actually enacted for the purpose of protecting online users against things like cyberbullying, cybercrime, and other cyber vices. Ever since it was implemented in 2021, do you feel anything has changed since then, or maybe it's still the same on social media, on other media platforms? Do you feel protected now, or do you feel it's still the same, nothing has changed?
Maybe like I'm saying, like nothing has changed.
Okay.
Yeah. The government said like 10% should be for persons with disabilities for them to be employed. See? So, like in other departments, in other ministries, no. Because if you find, for example, in the Ministry of Health, like public areas, for example, in hospitals, there are friends who are deaf, but you may find that they don't have even a single interpreter, So even braille books, people who can't see, those materials like at the hospital they don't have. So that there's some gaps, people are being disturbed, people are being like that they're not included, because even if someone's deaf, if you want medicine or this and that,